Hello and welcome to this taster session of my upcoming Fluid in Motion series. And today I will be guiding you through a fluid embodied yoga and movement sequence. And it is very, very invitational. So I will weave in areas where we can explore and play, but please know that is always the invitation. So even when I am offering you the sequence, if you feel called to explore something else or to move your body in a slightly different way that might feel more true for you, then that is always very welcome. So we'll make a start. And we're going to start in the shape of a child's pose. And the invitation here is to come into your child's pose as if it was the first time you've ever experienced a child's pose. So you might come onto your hands and knees first of all, and then bring your knees to the width of the mat. Bring your toes together, and then just allow your seat bones to gradually and curiously start to meet your heels, and then start to soften, gradually bringing your forehead down onto the mat, and then really meeting this shape, meeting your body in this shape. Really getting curious about how it feels, how your body feels here, and with no judgment, just noticing what you notice, noticing any sensations, and just allow yourself to be with that, and see if you can find a bit more space, a bit more ease. And then starting to bring your awareness to your breathing. Noticing that you're breathing. And just see if you can find a little bit more space to be with the breath and softening at the edges. You might start to notice as you find more space with the breath, the body also starts to respond. It's this reciprocal invitation. So as you soften through the body, you'll also notice that the breath responds. There's always this language being spoken between the breath and the body and the breath. And starting to bring your awareness to your hands, grounding your hands down onto the mat a little bit firmer, bringing some activity into the hands, starting to walk the hands forward. Lengthening the elbows, and then eventually starting to lift your seat bones off your heels, and really gradually and again curiously starting to make your way into the shape of a tabletop. And again really meeting this shape, meeting your body here. And how does your body feel? There might be a little bit of a wiggle around, maybe moving in a way that feels nourishing. And we'll eventually find some stillness here. And then on your next inhale, starting to slide on the right shin. Eventually coming onto the ball of the right foot, and then lift and lengthen the right leg. And at the same time, start to lengthen a little bit more through the spine. And then as you exhale, take a bend into the right knee. Start to slowly shift the hips back and simultaneously start to lower the right shin down onto the mat. Lower your seat bones all the way down, coming into this active child's pose. Inhale, round forward, again simultaneously sliding on the right shin, lengthening the right leg out, lengthening through the spine, and then as you exhale, take a bend into the right knee. And slowly, slowly starting to bring your right shin down as your sit bones come down onto your heels. And again, inhale, rounding, and eventually lengthening. Exhale, take a bend into the right knee, start to shift the sit bones back. And then at the kind of top of your exhale, that's when you meet the fullness of this shape. Inhale, round forward, lengthen the right leg, lengthen through the spine, and then this time start to cross your right leg over the left. Before the right foot meets the ground, start to shift your hips back again. And kind of bring your hips back as far as kind of feels okay in your body. So you're almost kind of bringing your hips down onto your left heel and bringing your gaze towards your right foot. Inhale, start to lift yourself back up, reach the right leg all the way back, finding length. Exhale, squeeze the right knee to your right elbow, and then bring your right foot forward in between the hands. Inhale, start to peel your hands up off the mat. And again, be with the fullness, entirety of the inhale as you are with the fullness and entirety of this unraveling. And then as you meet the peak of your inhale is when you fully reach the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, cactus the arms, shine the heart up towards the sky. And soften the arms down by your side. As you inhale, fold forward. Sweep the arms all the way down, forward and up. And then this time as you exhale, cactus the arms. At the same time, press through the right foot. Lengthen the right leg and take a flex into the heel. Soften the arms down. Inhale, take a bend into the right knee. Folding forward. Sweep the arms all the way up. And exhale. And then the invitation is to stay with this movement pattern. Really being with the whole of the movement. So blurring the seams. There's no beginning, no middle, no end. Really feeling into this fluidity. And you might eventually get curious and want to start to move in a slightly different way. Only if that feels like a good option for you. And again, continuing to blur the seams, exploring what it feels like to move continuously. Maybe moving in a way that feels less familiar. And we'll just take one more round of breath here. Eventually meeting in a low lunge. Ground the hands down. Coming onto the ball of your back foot. Lift the back knee and then make your way into a forward fold at the top of the mat, softening and meeting this shape. Inhale, rolling all the way up. Again, being with this being with this unfolding, unraveling, unfurling as you reach the peak of the inhale. You can reach the arms up towards the sky. As exhale, take a bend into the knees, take a bend into the elbows, and start to round through the spine, bringing your elbows to the knees. Bringing your weight into the left foot, release the arms down, and start to slide on the ball of your right foot towards the back of the mat. Lengthening your right leg behind you, start to lift and lengthen, at the same time sweep the arms, so we're finding these aeroplane arms. And from here, take a bend into the right knee, simultaneously taking a bend into the left knee, sweep the arms down. We're going to land in a kneeling position with the right shin down. So sit, bringing the sit bones down, and bringing some weight into the left foot. And then starting to give yourself a hug here. Squeezing your left knee in towards the chest. Release the hands, bringing your right hand down towards the right, so it's slightly off the mat. Start to extend your left leg, lift your hips up, reach your left fingertips to the left, and then reach them all the way up and all the way around, coming into this variation of a modified side plank. And then making your way all the way back to that kneeling position, so taking a bend back into your left knee. Bring some weight into your left foot, bring the sit bones down, and giving yourself another hug. Releasing the hands. Bring your left hand down onto the mat. And then from here, start to lift your sit bones up. Bring the weight into your left foot. You still have some weight going through the top of your right foot, and then we're going to make our way into the shape of a half moon. So start to lengthen the right leg back and up, opening your hips out to the right, sweeping your right hand up towards the sky. From here, take a bend into your supporting leg, and then gently draw the right foot all the way back, coming into the shape of a warrior two. Have a moment to meet this shape, meet what's here. Inhale, flip the left palm. Lengthen the left leg, and slowly, slowly start to make your way into the shape of a reverse triangle. The right hand can meet the right leg, left arm draws all the way over, reaching, reaching. Pivot on your left toes, so left toes face the side of the mat. And then this left arm continues on the journey, so start to reach towards the right, coming into a side body stretch, and then making your way into a wide-legged forward fold. And then we'll just have a moment here, taking some softness into the knees, bringing your hands, so the elbows are soft, the hands are down, weight is in the fingertips, and then as you inhale, start to lengthen through the spine. And then exhale, fold and round. Taking this wave-like motion, inhale, and exhale. And you can stay with this if this feels like a good place for you, or you might want to start to get curious about where the body might want to go here. And start to explore, play. And just trust if there's somewhere the body is being called to go. You can trust that call. Get curious, explore. How does it feel? And taking it all in. And we'll take one more round of breath here. We'll meet in the shape of a wide-legged forward fold. Ground the hands down. Walk the hands towards your left foot as you pivot on the left heel, making your way through a runner's lunge, and eventually sweep your left foot back into a downward facing dog. From your downward dog, inhale, lift the heels. And start to articulate the spine. Round, 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 forward. Eventually coming into a rounded high plank. Really taking your time to be with this. And as you exhale, soften the knees down, but not fully. And then press through the hands. Press the hips all the way back and up, downward facing dog. Again, inhale, lift the heels. Wave, float forward. Being with this, being with this. Eventually making your way into your rounded high plank, and then this time start to bring the knees down. Meeting in our tabletop position. And then straight away as you inhale, sliding on the left shin, eventually coming onto the ball of the left foot, lift and lengthen the left leg. Exhale, take a bend into the left knee. Start to slowly shift your hips back, simultaneously bringing your left shin down onto the mat, coming into an active child's pose. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale. And again, we're not rushing to get anywhere. Inhale, lengthening, gradually, slowly, meeting. This time as you exhale, cross the left leg over the right. Before the left leg lands down, start to shift your hips back. The ball of your back foot can eventually meet the ground. Sink your hips down onto your right heel. Bring your gaze towards your left foot. Inhale, lifting. Lengthen the left leg back behind you. Then as you exhale, squeeze the left knee to your left elbow. And then bring your left foot forward in between the hands. Coming into your low lunge. Inhale. Slowly. Using the entirety of the inhale to be with this unraveling, this unfurling. As you reach the peak of the inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, cactus in the arms. Soften the arms down. Inhale, fold over the front thigh. Sweep the arms forward and all the way up. And then this time as you exhale, cactus the arms, lengthen the left leg, take a flex into the heel. Sweep the arms down, take a bend into the front knee. And again, the invitation is to stay with this, being with the fluidity, the continuation of movement, being with breath and body. You might want to start to just get a little bit more curious if that feels like a good option for you. And remember, there's never any right or wrong. And the only right is what feels right for you. So you might just start to have a little bit of a explore, tap into, is there somewhere your body feels curious about going, and kind of follow that. Taking one more rounded breath wherever you are, and we will eventually meet in the shape of a low lunge, grounding the hands down. Come onto the ball of the back foot, lift the back knee, and then bring your right foot forward. Landing in a forward fold, keep the knees soft, inhale, rolling all the way up. Again, not rushing, being with. Reach the arms up towards the sky. As soon as you land, exhale, take a bend into the knees, take a bend into the elbows. Eventually elbows meet the knees, rounding through the spine. Sweep the arms down. Shift the weight into the right foot. Start to slide on the ball of the left foot. And then eventually making your way into the shape of a warrior three. From here, take a bend into both knees, sweeping the arms down, coming onto your left shin, bring the seat bones down. So the right knee is pointing up towards the sky, giving yourself a nice big hug around your right knee. Release the arms, bring your left hand down, lift your seat bones and start to slide your right leg towards the right, reach your right arm towards the right, all the way up, and then reaching your right arm all the way over. And then start to slide your right leg back where we started, taking a full circle with the right arm, coming back into this shape, squeezing the right knee in towards the chest. Start to lift the seat bones, bring the right hand down onto the mat, bring some weight into your right foot, while simultaneously bringing some weight into the top of your left foot. Ground down through the left hand, start to open out through your hips, through the shoulders, slowly, slowly making your way into a half moon. Reaching your left fingertips up towards the sky, take a bend into the right knee, and then slowly making your way into the shape of a warrior two. Meeting what's here. Inhale, lengthen the right leg, flip the right palm, and slowly making your way into a reverse triangle. Really allowing the right fingertips to reach. Left hand can eventually meet the back of your left leg. Pivot on the right heel. Start to reach your right fingertips towards the left. Start to come all the way down in your sweeping motion into a wide-legged forward fold. And again, we'll have a moment to be in this shape, meet this shape, meeting how your body feels here. You might come back into the movement pattern of the waving in the spine, so grounding down through your fingertips, and as you inhale, finding length through the spine, and as you exhale, rounding through the spine. You can really be with that feeling of the waving through the spine, being with the sensation, or you might want to start exploring somewhere else, and scribbling outside of the lines, getting curious maybe about places that you might not have explored that feel a little bit less familiar. You might just allow yourself to lead into those spaces, those places. And we'll take one more round of breath here. Meeting in shape of a forward fold, and ground the hands down, soften the knees, start to walk the hands round to the right, pivot on the right heel, coming into a runner's lunge, grounding the hands down, and then making your way into the shape of a downward dog. Inhale, lift the heels, round, float, roll forward. Slowly, 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 again being with the entirety of the inhale, and as you exhale, take a bend into the knees. Press through the hands, press the hips all the way back and up. Downward dog, inhale, lift the heels. Float slowly, slowly, all the way forward into your rounded high plank. And this time as you exhale, bring the knees down. come into a kneeling position, finding length in the spine. And then we'll make our way over onto our backs. So you can come all the way down, bring the knees in towards the chest, give them a nice hug, a nice squeeze. There might be some movement, some gentle rocking. Just really being with the sensation. Allowing the earth to massage the spine. And then just have a moment from here and feel into if there is somewhere your body wants to be before you come into your final resting pose, into your Shavasana. That could be a shape, it could be some movement. Or it might not be anything. You might want to get straight into your Shavasana, and again, there's no right or wrong. And only when you are ready, you can start to make your way into your final resting pose. Again, really meeting this shape, softening, finding space, finding ease. And I will leave you here to enjoy the stillness. I'm sending so much love to you all.